Hi, welcome to Beijing Minute with the top stories from around China. My name is Dominic James Madar. This week, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon visits China for the 10th time and takes an exclusive interview with Beijing Review.
Now, I highly commend such a strong commitment of China, led by President Xi Jinping, working together with the President Obama of the United States. I think the two leaders' political commitment really turned the tide. Together with me, raising my voice for the importance and urgency of climate change. Now we must make sure that this climate change agreement enter into force as soon as possible. We have a firm commitment together with the President Xi Jinping that also President Obama, we make sure that this agreement will enter into force by the end of this year.
In other news, the dialogue on the South China Sea between Chinese and U.S. think tanks was held in Washington, D.C. The symposium attracted dozens of scholars and government officials from the two countries. Chinese former State Councillor Dai Binghua delivered a speech about the South China Sea dispute. Zhu Feng, a professor at Nanjing University, shares his thoughts with Beijing Review.
From a Chinese perspective, we consider the full implementation is totally out of the question, because the ruling is not just a partial and also new vessel of some sort of abuse the power of a tribunal.
Also, the Tibetan Development Forum took place as scholars and leaders from around the world convened in Lhasa.
The social and economic improvements have been tremendous over the last 34 years. Lhasa has changed dramatically. I cannot recognize it if I hadn't been going to Lhasa in the intervening years for about another 20 times or so. Tibetan scholars and Chinese scholars of Tibetan studies should be given more freedom to travel abroad and take part in conferences. This will greatly help not only the view people have of China, but also help the development of Tibetan studies in general for China as a whole.
Thank you for watching this week's edition of Beijing Minute. Please feel free to leave any suggestions or questions that you would like answered in the next week's video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.